Hello everyone! Welcome to Sunday live stream. What you doing? You having fun? I'm causing chaos. Hold on, gotta move this off the way. Okay. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I got no place to put my microphone pack, so I'm just gonna hang out. Hello, Robin and Tina and Pommy Mommy and Judy and Pat and Heather and Deb and Mary and Sharon and 40 other people watching. Hello. Happy, beautiful sunny Sunday. Hello, Anna, Angie, Nancy. Happy day. Yeah, it's been a good day. So, we needed to pre-cut some so we can kind of know what we're doing here. I did pull from my tans and my creams these lovely little, hold on, let me get rid of these little colors here to go for the center of the double wedding ring. Okay, so you can see some of those colors. Hopefully you can. Maybe not. Anyways, and then there's this one. Okay. Oop. And then there's this one. There's a couple of light tan colors and medium tan colors. So, yeah. I got Munchkin behind the camera. I think if he's looking for something, if it's his phone, it's in the bathroom. Because that's where I found it before the shoot. Yep, apparently that's what it was. All right, so I had to go through all my scraps by Kitty. What? He's looking at me really weird. Did I say something wrong? I don't know. I did enjoy watching the royal wedding. It was a lovely display that my friend Mary Jo put on, and she got all these little teas and scones and clotted cream and homemade jam and little sandwiches. It was beautiful. And we had tea and samosas or mimosas or whatever. Not samosas, mimosas. And, you know, then there were Caesars, and then it was back to tea. And it was, yeah, it was a very joyful event. And I'm happy I, you know, went over and shared it with her. We don't have cable television, so we would never would have seen it anyways. And I never really even thought about it. I didn't even know when it was until I looked it up about a week before. Because I'm thinking, it's either this week or next week. So, hey, it all went well. It's all good. All good. Hello, June, the lady Kopek. And Debbie. And Sue, of course. Yeah, it was fun. It was lots of sun. Well, about 10 o'clock it started to get sunny here in the morning, so that was nice. Pop and I and Munchkin put all the plants that we had that we've been growing indoors. They're all outside now. Well, they've been outside all week, but just in their containers. But now they're all in the ground, and gave a good watering and planted some carrot seeds. I've never used carrot tape before. It's a little biodegradable tape with the seeds in there. So you just place it and moisten it, and then cover it with dirt, and it grows carrots. So. Fingers crossed. Oh, it rained all day. It did that here yesterday. It pretty much rained, yeah, all day. Yeah. Well, hello, Gail. Glad you're here for the live show. Where you from? Where you hang out? Where's your family from? That's the only seed tape I think we've used. I mean, I'd never seen it before, and I just happened to notice as I got home and brought 2 packages of carrots. And one was, it says, oh, seed tape. And I went, oh, that should be interesting. So we put one in between the tomatoes, and then I put another one kind of spaced out a couple little this way and then a couple little that way, just the way the tape was I wanted to utilize the tape. So, you know, so. Oh, yeah? Oh, probably. Happy Sunday. South Louisiana, a true Cajun. Wait, that's I think on one of our lists, or pretty close to, when we go down next year. It's on our little trip. Took a break from Lone Star. You did a fantastic job on that beautiful blue Lone Star. And I like how, how many colors did you use? It was like it wasn't obviously the 24 or 25 that I had in my piece, but I like the blues. The blues was very fantastic, and the transition in between the two. So how many colors actually was it? I forgot to count. It seemed like it was like 5 or 7. So. And how are you going to quilt that up? Are you going to see how I'm going to do mine first? Now remember, it's Judy Patterson's quilt on Long Arm Wednesday. I've got it all prepped and ready to go. 5 colors. Okay, yeah, so I thought 5 to 7. It was beautiful. I love that little transition. I think the next time I make one, I'm going to do something more like what you did. Yeah, instead of the whole, like, Scrappy in your face. Hello, Sonia. Showed how to make his own seed tape. Oh, okay, excellent, Angie. I'll look that up. Hello. Do-do-do-do. You like his channel? Oh, you should. Maybe Pop's probably a fan. He's got all sorts of people on his list. I just watch through him. I go, oh, you found somebody? Oh, wait. He's got hundreds of people. All right, so I have cut some bits, okay? And if you have this AccuQuilt cutter from Studio, or the Studio set of this AccuQuilt cutter of the double wedding ring, there is a piece on this block right here which has C and D on it. You don't need C. So make sure you read the directions or read over a pattern so you don't waste cutting just a little bit of C. So thank goodness Munchkin and I went to go looky-loo before we got too carried away in our cutting. So yeah, so don't do C. It's just something for another pattern piece apparently, and I found that actually quite annoying. Don't put it on it. Really? Way to confuse a person. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do I get C, D, E, and F all to go together when it's just in my, whatever. It just wasn't working. Hello, Linda. Hello, Steph. Hello, Maria. Hello, Anita. Everybody having a good day? From Brazil? Woo! Sausages. Which had what? Oh, this? Oh, the for the double wedding ring? I'm happy to use it. Like I said, we've had these year and a half or ish. Yeah, because we got them for, would have been a year ago on, well, it was before Boxing Day, but you know what I mean. Yeah, a year and a half. So I'm happy to be able to use this one. There's another one in there from Eleanor Burns. It's called, I don't know, something about a star. Happy Star? I don't know. I'll have to, well, it's another one I want to do. So it's quite pretty. So yeah. So when you're using that, and then there's F, which is, it's got, you have to do double of those. F is it, I've realized I need to make the most of, because it goes, D's on the outside of the arch, which the melon joins in between. The D comes over this way. And then there's 2 F's, 2 E's, 2 more F's, and then a D. So yeah, it's going to be a lot. Okay, here, we'll move this ruler out of the way. So I'm hoping to get something done today. I am going to press my seams open. I have read and watched a few videos where they say that is suggested as the best way to put this, because it is arches and curves, is press your seams open. So you're not late, Diana 57. You're all good. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Sandra. Well, I'm glad you're here for the live show, Sandra. Oh, working on spool pin dollies. Oh, my friend Angie, Janice was doing that. I thought that was really kind of cute. She says she's made a few. Can't wait to see them. All right, so I've cut a few, so we could do a little sewing. Or I could I'll show you how this works first, and then we'll do some sewing, because I haven't even turned, is my machine on? No, it's not even on yet. I've been working. And then I cut these, also these creamy toned melon pieces, so that's what they're calling them, also out of the material that also is for the inside. So I'm going to mix and match, and there's just some creamy, offy, white, you know, mix. It's nothing too dark though. Anything too dark I kind of just ixnayed and saved for another project. So, and you do need to cut these pieces. If you were to use squares, 10-inch squares fit fantastic over this. So that's what I did. So over the little template, the big one there. So it's, you know, it should be fun. Apparently that goes from another piece of Peter to pay Paul or something like that. I have to research that pattern. I don't even know about it. Only just through the reading, and it didn't. Nothing else much came of it. So, hold on. I'm just going to move this over here and grab some colors because I know I need Fs. Fs are a lot since I need 4 for each arch, right? So, I need to pull some more colors. I don't think I had a lot of blues going on. I was working my way. I just grabbed a few colors. I grabbed some from the orange, grabbed from the purple, grabbed from the pink. Obviously, I got some reds and the blues here, so let's make some of those. We'll make some of each piece, and then we'll just make some more of some Fs. And of course, this beautiful blue. I'm so happy to incorporate some of this. This was leftover, some leftover from our my ironing board. Fun project. So we can always just put that there. Do a couple. You can always trim too. I think we're going to have to on that one. There's a way big of a chunk to fit in there. Now don't cut the wire. Okay. So we'll do this so we can layer it at least twice. Okay. There we go. Oh. My shoulder still doesn't really want to quite cooperate, so please bear with me. And I'm sure the planting really didn't help it, but it needed to get done. It was just a necessity situation that had to go on there. Make some more of those into Fs. Okay. All right, so we'll just do a couple of peaks. See, and I was using anything left over, even from the Scrappy Quilts that we were working on, right? So here, we'll put some of those over onto that one. Okay. Now, with my plastic, oops, let's move this over here. My plastic cover, it's a plexi cover, okay? And I'm just going to place it right on top. Make sure I'm evening it up with the bottom tray. You want to make sure it's the same, you know, stays the same size, nothing else is hanging over. And then just crank on through. And bibbidi bobbidi boo, you got pattern pieces. And little notches to make sure you're lining stuff up. You're doing it right. Okay. And of course, a little static. That's okay. Put that over there. Then you just lift that up. And we got all these F pieces, except that was folded over. Where's my scissors? I know I was using them. Oh, they're there. Just nip that little corner off. There we go. So we need to have some, there's 6 more Fs for the pile there. And then, well, we didn't really need the C's, but we definitely got them. We definitely need the D's. Okay. And of course the E's. Okay, there we go. Oh, I put that in the wrong pile, didn't I? Yes, I did. I put the F's into E's, into E's, into F's. Okay, there we go. So, no, that didn't even give me a full one there. That's okay. All right, so that's how the cutter works, and you just keep reusing and reusing and reusing. So I think I'll put my very scrappy, colorful basket off to the side. I've got some browns and more greens and other colors going on in here, but I'll just try and putter away at this for a little bit and see what we can make. Okay. All right, so let's just want to put this off to the side here. Get this a little bit out of the way so it's not so obtrusive. What's up there, Pop? I would love for you to take it away. Thanks, babe. Appreciate it. Okay, that gives me a chance to put these over here then, out of the way and off the ironing board. Thank you very much. So that, you saw those two cutters there, and this is the other cutter. That's how big that one is. So like I said, if it's a 10-incher, so, and it does a good size. So if anybody has, oh, you saw Pop, there he is. He's not. Oh, I didn't even realize he didn't have his camera on. Things make go, Things make go. Okay, and I have some more colors here prepped and ready for the other little melon pieces. But like I said, I'll work with what I got going on here. I'm sure I can make something at least today. All right. So these end up being the outside cornery bits. Here, let's do this. Let's build one so you can see it. Okay. So D end up being the cornery bits. Apparently, according to this. Ish. And then we have 2 E's in the center. And you can pick matching if you wanted to, or mismatching. It's up to you. I like the mismatching part. Actually, I'm going to have to go concave on the inside, silly. Okay, there. So those would be the 2 E's. And now I need 4 F's. Now this gives you also a chance if you wanted to mix and match, or match. You know, I want to make sure that these ones will always be the same, because when I put them through the press, you know, or actually I think they go this way or whatever. Anyways.
Tell a story about your shoulder too.
Oh, why? Oh, did they? Oh, you don't want to know. I fell in a hole. I knew the hole was there. I wasn't thinking right. I went to reach for the shovel and I fell in the hole. It's a good thing I didn't break a leg. I also have to say, it was 4 feet deep and about 1.5 feet wide. So how I didn't fall completely in and Munch can just bury some soil on me and plant a tree and hope for the best, you know, I'm surprised. Can't see pieces. Oh, okay, sorry. Did we get that sorted though? Yeah. We got that sorted. All right, so these got to go together because they kind of form that little arch of the curve, right? So I guess we can make them matching in that perspective. Hold on. Nope, that would be on the outside there. And nope. Was that flat sides together? I thought it was flat sides together. There we go. I think that's it. Well, we'll see how it fits. And I put on a little just Tupperware container what I needed. You know, there's always, you know, a few around. So just to make sure I wasn't going to get lost or anything. So I just labeled D, F, and E. And then these were easy enough to keep separate per se. So, all right. So, oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. So if that goes there, and then that should go there, and then this one gets another setup of F's. Let's just flip this over and make it mixy-matchy. So this would go, I'm assuming, I guess I'd have to go flat. No, I'd have to go curve side. There. And then the F's have to go together. So let's grab 2 more. Like I said, they don't have to match, but you know, you certainly can. And then it must be a curved side and a flat side, but I thought the flat sides had to go together. Anybody know? Has anybody done that? I thought we pulled up a pattern on the screen, but I think it disappeared as we were trying to load the screen for YouTube. Because it has that curve onto the inside. That's the way it has to be. And then it's there and there. Well, that turns that way. Though it's the F's that matter. So that's what is making me a little confoozled. I'm thinking you've sew a curved edge to a flat edge, and that's what helps make it around. Yeah, I know. I'm actually quite surprised. Yeah, his drawing doesn't really kind of dictate it, eh? Oh, see my big belly. Well, I think that's the way it goes. And anyways, this point goes in here, and then the suggestion was made is making sure you're coming in a 1/4 inch and making a point and a point, so you have those little pinpoints to match up. So that's one I did know as well. Yeah, I'm okay. You just it's well, the seam allowance is going to be there too. So, and I did see that these were the instructions. I just forgot to figure out which was the edges to sew together on the F's. I thought they said mirror. But then that means I got to make sure I flip it through here to make sure I've got mirrors of these guys. And if that goes that way and that way, and then that way and that way, that's not a mirror. But that would be a mirror. No, that wouldn't be a mirror. Or that would be a mirror. And that way. Yeah, no, it does look a little bit big, but I guess with seam allowance it'll fit. Did the die come with? It did, but when I went to go show it to someone else on a live stream when we first started doing live streams, I don't know where the pattern went. So, and I tried to find it online, and there was really not a lot of information out there. So, but I think I do remember seeing seeing or reading something about mirror images. So we'll put it together and see if it works. If not, we'll sing the Seam Ripper song. Okay, you go, Robin. You tell me. I didn't sign up for the Scrappy Quilt website thingies. I didn't take the time to do that, so that's probably what would give me the best idea. I appreciate your help. I really do. We love Robin. I like it too. I like the mixy-matchy of it. And this is for Pop's godparents. I may have said that wrong before, and I didn't mean to. This is godparents, and he's always called them aunt and uncle. So, you know, why not, right? Okay. But I like that. And then, of course, this goes eventually on this side. It will fit. It'll fit in here. And then you build another one for here, and you build another one for here. But you're building only this part of it because you already have this part. So this is your, like your D, your kind of square. That is your kind of corner, your corner bit. Yes, my pizzas have notches. So you line those notches up. They're notches on both sides though. So that's how I was like, You seem to be setting it up right from the videos of the spanner. Oh, okay. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate it. Oh, Steph, I got the mirror images. My wedges were cutting cause acrylic template. It was hard work, but yeah, I can't imagine. I've seen it with the acrylic template, and they had another weird, but it was more like a diamond shape for this like cornerstone-y piece, right? It had like a little curve and a curve and a curve. So I thought, oh, but that was the Go Cutter. It also had another bit of a curve to it too. Hello, Tammy from Tennessee. The pic shows all the narrow ends touching the football. Okay. See, yeah, then it would be the mirror images of that straight sides of F go together. Okay, make a test. That's what I was just going to do, Diana57. That's exactly what I was just going to do. But I appreciate Robin saving the day. Big hugs to Robin. Actually, she did an awesome little, she's doing art pieces and how to do the rolled, instead of doing the binding, you're making the, oh, I know, I was reading it and you just said it. I'm sorry, Robin, because I watched your video probably about an hour before the shoot. And how to, you know, do the curves and stuff like that. It was fantastic. I really appreciated that tip because I was always wondering how you fold it to the back. Facing, there we go. Thank you, facing. Hello, Lois. You're not too late. We did some cutting in the beginning, and now we're gonna sew this double wedding ring. So I've got my buckets of E and F and D, And then there's this shape here, which is the melony bit, I guess. And then this piece here, which is apparently also known as, what did I say? Peter to pay Paul. I'd really like to see that one. If anybody could post to Facebook on the Mafia group, I'd really like to see that one. And what is this one piece called? Hold on. This is called, it just says double wedding ring 3 of 5. Okay, that's it. Doesn't say anything else. So yeah, make sure I had all my pieces, which I did, and then double checked, so we were ready to rock. Yeah, exactly. I love all the tips that she does. Yep. Yeah, we just did a little bit of it, just a little bit of cutting. Munchkin was helping me cut some bits and pieces. We can at least make aside bits here going on, so I'll be very excited. All right, so which was this? It was the F. I do realize you do need to make, of course, the most of Fs, because Fs you need 4 per arch, right? You need 2 Fs here, 2 each, so that's 4, and then 1 each of the E's, and then the D's. But that helps to anchor your shape, your double wedding ring sort of shape. Okay, so that was my E's. D, E, F. Put them in alphabetical order, and then maybe I won't get too confused. Is that in anybody's way? Hopefully not. I don't mind reaching for them. Well, I'll put them over here. There we go. All right, let's see what mess we can make. Okay, the question is, do I want to start off with that piece of melon? Yeah, I guess so. There's nothing holding me back. All right, so what we need to do is just pretty much start building each arch. So I'll take these 2 pieces, and they don't necessarily have to match. Like I did happen to match these guys here. So if I'm going to choose to do that, then I better keep it consistent throughout the whole quilt, right? So maybe I want to switch those 2 out so they're not so matchy-matchy, and that way I have a little bit more free reign than trying to always match it up. Here, we'll take this one out and put that one there. I just need to switch one of them out. And then I like this light purple here. That goes to that side. There we go, and that kind of ties in that purple. Okay, I like that one better. Oh, an orange peel quilt? Okay, I'd like to try that. So is it you just cut a different color of this, and then just, well, no, you'd still have to, would that even fit? No, it'd be too small because you need all that fabric in between. I just thought maybe that might be interesting to, if we could do something with that. It's probably maybe a bigger piece than this that fits right in there. I'd like to see. Could you not? Oh, that would be nice. I'm not sure if she. I think I'm okay. I think if we do this, it should be all right. All right. So turn on Mr. Nomi, or did I just turn him off? I think I just turned him off. He was sleeping. Let me turn the other light off here so it doesn't get all weird. Hopefully you can see a bit better there. Oh, aw, thanks, my love. Oh, this one says EEEF. Oh. Oh, snaggle fragons. And this is the one right for what we're doing? Oh, Nelly. So with the pieced archer on top. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 E's and 2 F's, not 2 F's and 2, or 4 F's and 2 E's. I feel like I'm swearing. He was on it. He was on it. Okay, is that the same thing that you're reading there, Robin, to make sure that, because I don't want to do this wrong. If it's supposed to be these more E's than F's, then I got more work to do. Oops, get over there. Hold on. Da, da, da. Well, if this is their quilt, Acu quilt, that's what that is. So, and those are my pieces. And it says, note, C square is a bonus shape, not used in block construction. Well, give me a pattern for it at least. Good gravy. Silly. All right, put that over there. And let's, oh yeah, I love that green. Actually, let's take this over here and put this. Oh, that's a little, he got short. There's no nubby on him. There's no little piece. Okay, here, we'll put that there. Okay, that looks like it might go a little bit better in shape-wise. So, oops, am I missing one? I am missing one. We'll put... So here comes the hard part. You got to make sure you're not putting any repeats in. Right, small arch down to the melon. All right, well, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, let's sew one of these together. Okay, here, let's go this one. A and B are these pieces here, like this piece and this piece. That's right. And then, yeah, C was the extra piece, which I'm not sure why, but it's all right. And I know that one of the tips was making sure you keep a consistent seam allowance of 1/4 inch. I probably should have changed my high performance foot, but let's just give this a go for today. And I'm just gonna sew the row, and then I'll press the row with the seams open, and then we'll line it up against that melon arch and see how we do. Hello, Corinne. How are you? Hello, Anita. If I didn't say hi to you when you came in, hello now. I'm glad you're here. And the only reason why I fell in the hole is because it was right next to the other hole that I was helping fill. And the other ones were like 8 feet apart. So if I fell in one of those, it would have been really silly. It was because I was packing soil and tamping down the cement and stuff like that with Munchkin in the first hole, and went to reach and get the shovel to fill dirt and step back one too much. And then anyways, but my shoulder hit this dirt rim on the outside, thank goodness. But yeah. And then he's looking at me like his eyes all wide open, like, and I'm like, just leave me. I need to assess the situation. Am I broken? No. Do I hurt? Yes. And I'm like, don't help me up. I need to figure this out for me. It's okay. Hello, Terry. Happy you're here. All right, so that is 1 F and 2 E's on the little chain. Like chain gang. Working on the chain gang. I've been very excited for this one. I thought about making it for Pop and I, but I think I'll save that for our 25th. You know, we got 23 coming up this year in a month and a bit. I'll be 23 years married. And I'll save that for our 25th, and I may do it just very scrappy-like as well as what I'm doing for his godparents. So, all right, so that's another E sewing on, and then we're going to put the last F. Yeah, I know. I don't bounce like I used to. And the gentleman who was actually putting the post, like he was drilling the holes in the yard with his auger, he obviously was working his, little tractor and didn't see me fall in, but he's a emergency medical technician, and he has been for like 40 years. So when he was done, and he obviously asked Munchkin like, oh, where's mom, or how's it going? And he said, oh, well, mom fell in the hole. And so he immediately comes into the house and starts yelling, goes, hey, where are you? What's going on? Are you okay? I'm like, I fell in the hole. And then he's like, okay, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I just sore shoulder. So we grabbed the peas from the freezer, and he helped me fix the bag and everything so I could put it on my shoulder. So like I said, I don't bounce like I used to. And I can't bounce at the club. Oops. There we go. Hopefully it should be back on now. All right, let's move these ones because that is more fabric that I was cutting the 10-inchy bits out of for the big squares. Okay, we'll put some of that over there. And I was going to press the seams open, remember? We'll just move the plexi over there. Okay. Munchkin's just going to check on dinner. We went out for breakfast. We went out for breakfast as a family because we had gardening work to do, so we figured we'd better go and have somebody else make us breakfast. It was good. It was actually really quite good. And we have a couple of empty garden beds that I think we're going to try and either figure out what we're going to do in them. The things that we've did from seed were kale, carrots, and we did have some peas, but I haven't decided what to do with them yet. We also have a bunch of sunflowers. That's from my youngest niece. She had a school fundraiser, and they were selling these flowery bits, so we bought a bunch, even though they're a month late. But some we have to save for next year, no matter what, or plant, just after. And the sunflowers we can probably pretty much use, so we're excited to get those on the go. Okay, so that is, hold on, let me put my one little arch. Done. And it came together really quite easy, and I like it. Make sure I had it up to 2, 4, right? 2, 4, and then the F. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had it wrong, Munchkin. We had it wrong. It's not 2 F's, it's 2 E's, or the 4 E's. Yeah. That's okay. I'm glad Robin came to save the day, and then Pop was on it as well. So, yay! All right. So, and of course that'll line up with that little middle bit to that notch, right? But I appreciate your help. That it did help in the process. So thank you. All right. So that little notch gets matched up right in the center there. Hey, Kelly. Hello, Pepsi girl, Viv. Keep the porch light on. Oh, what are we doing? Busy sorting out your fabrics and threads. I know you always have to. Oh, 1986. It's a stressful job. He's even said a couple of times he hates going to a scene. That he just can't wrap his brain around a silly death, right? So yeah. Yes, a fantastic job. Thank you for what you do. My niece, one of my middle niece from my middle sister, she was becoming an EMT. So obviously we have to match. Do we have to? Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure when to add the D's. Layout shapes for one arc, 4 E shapes, and 1 pair of shape Fs as shown. Pin and sew together with accurate 1 1/4 seam allowance. Press seams in one direction. Well, I heard from most people saying press it open, it was easier. So I'm taking it with them. They've done it, not just writing the pattern. Press carefully to avoid distortion of shapes. That's pretty basic. Repeat for 24 arcs. Well, I kind of want to know what else to do before I keep going. Mark 1/4 inch points on shape B as shown. Yeah, that's what I was told as well. So I'll get my little marking stick and a couple of pins because we're probably going to need them. That was another key point that was said to me as well, was making sure to come in 1/4 inch on this little tiny edge here, right here on this edge. Hopefully I can get that in the small camera. And hold on. Okay, on this little edge right here, 1/4 inch up and 1/4 inch up. So you can see, making sure when you're pinning, you're going to get the right spots. Okay. You're going to come down and then here. So put a cornerstone on the bottom arch. Yeah, I should, just so it has something on both sides. Should I add a D on both sides? And check out this cute little fabric I got that I think Uncle Bob will like. Isn't that adorable? It's got little hammer and wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff. Oh, you can't really see it. Hold on. It's got a little wrench on it and a hammer. I thought it was cute. Thought it was super cute. Both sides, yeah? Okay. All right. I'm trying to include him in the quilt too, you know. I don't want to feel all left out being all girlified. So there's a few in there. I looked at mine. It says 4 D's in the middle, then an E on each end, and then a B's. So it must be, yeah, it must be obviously just a different sort of pattern. Okay, so that's probably going to give me something to stitch to, hopefully. Well, all right, let's give her a go. What's it say there? Pin and sew 1 shape B on each pair of combined arc units for optional arc. I like the O because you could have just cut one color of O and lined it right out. That's not a bad one either. You could have done that very scrappy too. Pin and sew 4 square D shapes together to form a 4 patch using 2 different fabrics. Press seams open. So they have you doing that afterwards. Let me do it their way first, and if I don't like it, I will do it your way, Steph. Okay. Let me just pin that right, got that little center seam. That center seam right there is going to go right in the middle of my notch. And I'm going to pin that. This could be fun trying to work myself around, and then of course I'm going to pin this little edge right here, right into where we were supposed to mark. That's what we were working on. Sorry. Easily distracted by shiny, shiny objects. Okay, so come in 1/4 inch and put a little blue dot with my blue chalk, and then come over here and do the same thing on this side right here. Come in 1/4 inch. Try to make them nice and even on both sides, okay. And put that end pin, I'm assuming. Pin and sew 1, It says mark points on shape B is shown. Pin and sew 1 shape B between each pair of combined arcs. Oh, so I have to do another set of arcs as well. Okay. All right, well, I better pin that because I don't want to get confoozled. Takes nothing for me to get confused. Ooh, look, shiny object. Look, squirrel. Yes, and I would have been dressed in my nice pretty pink shirt and my cute little black capris, but Pop decided to soak me with the hose as we were doing the gardening. Well, not necessarily soak me, but he certainly soaked Munchkin. He was just drowning. Looked like a little drowned rat. It was a little funny. Yep, it was. Hello, Lucy B. Happy you're here. I'm working on this double wedding ring quilt for Pop's godparents. Uh-oh, here comes T-R-O-U-B-L-E in the name of Mr. Clive, I see. Hey, what's going to go? Oh, stretchy, big yawn. You were just napping. Oh, I've been talking to myself for 43 minutes and you're just waking up now? Well, not to myself. He thinks to myself. Hi. You can come say hi? Oh, I wanted to show you actually. My guild has a challenge, the Erin Village Quilters, about bringing your orphan 12-inch blocks. And this is one that I had because I did it. If you guys remember, there was a family that I knew because they went to the school. They're out of it now, but they had a house fire. So I made the kids each a quilt, and then I made their parents a quilt. And it did this pattern, but you could do it as a small 12-inch block, a wall hanging, or as a queen-size quilt. So I did it as a queen-size quilt and this little 12-inch block. So this is going to be my contribution to one of the orphan blocks, and it's going to go in a bag, and then they're going to make a dolly quilt out of the orphan blocks, and then they're hopefully going to sell them at, you know, some sort of little sale, and then raise money for our little guild. So I thought that was kind of cute. So that's mine. It wasn't too hot, Diana 57. But he certainly soaked Munchkin. That was, I have to say, I giggled at that one. I was like, please don't ban me, please don't get me. But Munchkin did too. I was planting stuff in the far bed, and I told him to water the closer bed to him, but I was still possibly in the spray zone, so. I didn't dare him to do it. He think he dared himself to do it. Funny. I'm making a cheater version where you paper piece scrappy circles. For what? Is that for this pattern here or for something else? Okay. Oh, hi. Alrighty. I didn't realize you were hiding under there. Come here. I can't really pick you up with the shoulder. You're going to have to make your way up here. Here, if I turn it at an angle, is that better? Hey, come on. I'll let you up. You put a hole in this dress and I'll pop you in the chops, buddy. Come here. Come on. Oh, all right. Oh, so you want me to pick you up? Oh, you're a little heavy, 11 pounds. There we go. Forward facing only. On the net, you dig your claws in. Oh, instead of the, oh, okay. Hello, Nadine. Are you on your break? Just in time for Clive. Hmm? Hello. He says hello. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Sue. Happy you're here. Mr. Clive. Yes, he was napping. You can tell he was doing a big yawny yawn. Okay. Are you going to help with this? Probably not. You don't really help with anything. He was kind of annoying actually this morning. He jumped in the windowsill, which bumped the cast iron train that I have in the windowsill, so he won't sit up in there, which then when I tried to catch it, hit the floor and then hit my toe. It was like, get out of here. Clive is very cute, but not early in the morning. He's not. No, you're not. He's got cute little gold flecks in his eyes too. And he's a very lovey cat. He really, really is. He loves everybody who comes into the shop. Pam Baker will tell you. Angie from Texas. She'll tell you. Janice would tell you if she could chat. You know, there's lots of people that he's very much lovey cat. Like I said, he picked us. He picked us from the shelter. We've had him for 9 years, and he's, you know, about 3 or 4 years plus that. So, you know, it's like 12 or 13, aren't you? Right? Something like that. Mr. Clive. All right, can you go? I got work to do. I haven't even sewn barely anything today. Oh, see, when he's like this, he's so cute. He just kind of snugs right in like a little loaf of bread. Okay, no, that's not a toy. Okay, down you go. Adios, amigo. Cat fur up the nose. Okay, now I need to be careful because I can't distort anything. You know what I mean? Because this is such fragile, you know, cut edges. You can hang out down there. Stay away from the pedal. And I don't want to distort it too much. Is everything okay? And I want to start at that 1/4 inch right there. Yeah, I'm going to be sewing for the next little bit. Sorry. Oh, so not sorry, but sorry, not sorry. So yeah, if you just wanted to focus in over on here. There we go. Cheers. This is Get Moving. Oh, you could have seen it on that side too. I got 2 bike mugs. This one and the other one. Actually, well, it's not a bike mug. It says Sunshine. Big sun. Oh, what's up, Helly? Big hugs. We love you. We love you, Hailey. All right, so I'm not going to come right to the end of here. Like, that's why I put that little dot of that 1/4 inch, right? So I'm going to start at that dot. So which is pretty much right on the other side of where my pin is stuck down. I think I need one little light. Hopefully, is that okay? Is that too much of a shine on the little camera? Let me know and I'll shut it if it is. Okay, so I want to come in right on the other side of my little needle. I'm putting my needle down in my fabric as I'm taking my sewing pin needle out, okay, or my sewing pin out, whatever, needle pin, whatever you want to call them. And then I'm just going to do like a little back stitch. I know I probably shouldn't, or don't need to, but I come from clothing first before quilting. So, and I've always, when I learned, that was one of the things my mother stressed the most, was making sure to back stitch so you didn't lose all your work. And that's one of the things I stress in the quilt shop here with my sewing students, no matter what they're sewing, is a little back stitch, you know. But I'm sure most times it's unnecessary, but I think when it comes to the situation where you should have needed it and should have used it, then you'll be prepared for it. Okay, I am taking my time. I'm not rushing this. I'm not no Leadfoot Larry, as much as I'd love to be Leadfoot Larry sometimes. And I'm only just going to come, I can see that little blue dot right here. I'm going to hold it with the tip of this pin and come up just next to it and do like a 1 back stitch. And Mr. Clive has decided to nap on my left foot. I told her there are many on this video. Oh, there's lots of it. Well, okay, asking questions. Hopefully we can answer. All right, here we go. Now that, oh, I'm gonna take the other pin out. Okay, and that's one done of the little arch. And it says to let it go naturally, because you don't want to fight it, right? So it wants to naturally go towards the melon part of the block because of the way it is. It's on that arch and so on and so forth. So don't force it any other way. You're trying to force everything up like a fan when it's fine just for it to go down, you know? And that's why I didn't choose white. That's why I chose tans and colors and so on and so forth, because I did know that. I did know that all the seams are pretty much going to be underneath the melon. Okay, so let's give that a little press. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to kick the side of you. We'll give that a little press. Okay. I really like that. And I hope they like the mix of colors and the uniqueness of it, right? It's a work of art on the go. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Oh, I was going to say, is he getting something to eat? No, this must have been pops in. Look up further. And there's Pam. Here she is. Actually, we were just talking about you. Oh, it's all good. Okay, now it says to do the other one. Press seams in one direction. It does not matter which direction, but just be consistent. Okay, does. Pin and sew one shape B between each pair of combined arc units. Okay, so I need to make the other arc unit of the F, E, 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 F. Sew those together. And then I'm going to sew 4 of these together of the D's. It says 2 and 2. I like the mixy match of it, so that's what I'm going to try and go for, is just whatever is whatever. So we'll sew those together because they are an exact square, it seems like to me. It's a 2.5 inch square with notches. It is. That actually could be useful for other things. A 2.5 inch square with notches. Good for beginner quilters for piecing and stuff like that, lining things up. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. I could reuse that cutter for lots of things. Very cool. Good way to organize scraps quite fast instead of cutting 2.5-inch squares. Cut, 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 boom. Bob's your uncle. All right, so let's put those 4 together. Well, we'll put them together afterwards. Let's do the arch, okay? So that's an F, an E, an E, an E, an E, and F, okay? And we want to put them with all the curves going to the melon. And that's the melon piece right there, okay? It's kind of like a wee little Bobby skirt. Oh, sorry, Helly. Obviously, something you're not feeling very well, and that's not good. We all send the hugs and loves out to Angie, our Texas friend too. She's going through some medical stuff as well. If I'll send a little love and hug out to her, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Pop, let her know. Let her know what. Oh, that just chewed that right up. Clearly, I don't like that. Let's go the other way. Quarter-inch seam allowance. And that was an F on the outside and then 4 E's together. I'm trying to mix and match. I want kind of everybody different. You know, the next one over here can have a purple in it or whatever, just not this little immediate little ring that I have going on here. And I'm sure it would be easier to sew these into packs of 2s or whatever, but I'm doing it my way because I need to learn it first and understand it and wrap my brain around it. Nobody put Pops in the corner. No, nobody put Pop in the corner. Never. He's funny. Da-da-da. Actually, it's been a beautiful day. I'm glad we got the planting done. Very, very excited to get the planting done. The deck is getting pressure washed. It's in the process. It's quite noisy, so I'd have him doing it now, but I didn't want the noise in the background all the time. So he can do a little bit more before this evening's end. Bop him on the head. Bop the pop. Should be a new game. Bop pop. He's probably not all over that. Okay, now I'm going to press these seams open. Hello, Dwanda. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Donna Faye. In Memphis today. What you doing in Memphis? Always makes me think of that song. Walking in Memphis. I'm not a country singer, no. All right, pressing my seams open because they say that's the best to do with these arches. I've read it a couple of times. And I did try and find the actual, like a print-off pattern, but I didn't sign up for the thingy, so I was being too much of a pain. You okay there, Pop? Uh-oh. It's giving the stink eye to the cutter. Stink eye to the cutter. Okay, so if I sew that, I'm going to have to do a Y seam. So if I do what Steph said, which was put a square on the outside of each side, then I at least have some sort of the bottom square to sew up against. There we go. Now I know why you suggested that, Steph. And I'm going to do it your way because I like that better, because I can always add these bibbity bobbity boos whenever I need them. I like that. It was Steph who did that, right? I'm sure it was. All the blocks of the months have names. Yes, they do. Yeah, it's this month was Pinwheel and Diamonds. I came up with that name because I really liked it. And there's lots of you who suggested that diamond section of the square. Oh yeah, it's up here. I forgot to take it down. Right up here and here, this one right here would make a beautiful border. Oh, would it ever? You just have to keep cutting these two pieces. These right here, you know, lots of these. Lots of those and only a few of those because those would end up being in your end. So yeah, that would be awesome. That would look fantastic. Yeah, okay, what's that? Okay, thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to switch these out. There we go. Bring a little bit more green over to this side and a little purple over there. All right, so I'm going to sew it to the first one that I did. One on either side. And like I said, they're square. I've measured them up. There's nothing weird about them or a weird angle at all. They're square. We'll leave these for another one. Like I said, I want everybody different. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please and thank you. Hey, Mr. Magoo, you're blocking the pedal. Hey, dude. This is no napping zone here, Mr. Clive. Get on the going, Mr. Clive. All right. Now, let's put one on either side. See, I had to figure it out first. And I'm just kind of finicky and funny that way. And I don't mean to offend anybody if I don't take your suggestion, or I'm choosing to do something a little different. You know, don't be offended. I'm trying to sort it out my own way. I may come back to what you said. But I'm stubborn, like my mama said. And I have to figure it out. $125 watts, and that's amazing. All right, so I'm going to press those seams open too before I try and pin this second arch up under this one, okay? So let's do that. Let's do that. Press it open. Don't want to burn my fingers. Tender fingers. So that means I got to cut a whole lot more E's than I had anticipated. So, because I thought I was cutting more F's. I was wondering why that wasn't really working out in my brain. Hey, come on, you. You just want to be a pain. There you go. You will submit to the heat of the iron. Okay. Now that's all done there. Okay. With the little end bits on. Yeah, pool noodles. Oh no, we got hammers. I got a sledgehammer. All right, so I'm kidding. So I want to make sure I'm adding this little notch, this little tiny notch that's on the top of this the half part of my melon there. It's going right to the middle point of this seam right here, right in between my orange and my purple. Okay, I'm going to flip it to this side because I like sewing on the arch, the more side first. Okay. Okay. Oh, I actually have two. I have two tattoos. One I got in 2000 and one I got last year. This one I got in year 2000 has the initial of Pop, his first name, and Munchkin's first name, and our dog at the time. And I designed it, and the tattoo artist implemented it. That was Flagstaff, Arizona, when I went to see the Grand Canyon and stuff like that with my girlfriend Kimberly. And the other one was by a local artist down the street from me. He offered to give me a tattoo because he knew I was a quilter and he really wanted to try something different. And I said, sure. So here we go. And I got the dragonfly. Actually, when I met Pop, I drove a bike. So it's just who I am. Now I got an electric little bike now. Pedal bike. And I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm lining my bits up. I'm lining them up at that little 1/4 inch, little seam allowance there, and I'm pinning to making sure I'm gonna you know, sew correctly around that little arch and not get stressed out, and making sure my fabrics are all lined up over here, like that edge of this F here is lined up with the B, that little melon shaped B, okay? You knew I was cool. Yeah, this has got sun, moon, and stars and stuff like that. It's not very big, but this one's the bigger one. It's the dragonfly. Hopefully you can see that. So, and I thought about getting another one. Cause I'm the cool kid on the block. Boom, boom. The troublemaker, my mother would say. Watch out for that Laura Lynn. She's a leadfoot. I said to her once, I guess, when I first started riding a motorbike, I said, I thought the speed limit was just a guideline. You know, you could go 40, but, you know, you could go more. I need leathers. Side saddlebags to go on my electric bike. All right, just sewing that arch. Trying to come up right to the other side here. Oh, hold on. I lost myself. Okay, split that seam open. All right, now you want to come just close enough to that end. Yeah, 5 tattoos. There's nothing wrong with tattoos. It's an expression of art. You know, it's like a henna tattoo, or getting your ears pierced, or your eyebrows waxed, or your whatever. You know, you get your tongue pierced, or... Okay, so now I'm going to press that. And like I said, it's curving to the inside, which I'm fine with. It's as long as it's doing naturally. I'm not forcing it. I knew it was going to be that way. Okay. Now I can take, it's kind of a Y seam, but not really. I left them some space to just kind of pivot and take those two edges again, put a little pin in there for the two sides, and then that way I have one little piece. To carry my quilt stuff. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to sew down here on either side, and then we're going to go crazy. Pin and sew shape A. What was A? Oh, that's this one here. Okay. Okay, we'll do that after. Doing a pair, so we're going to do the pair first. Start and stop stitching at 1/4 inch markings, right? Press seam or allow seam towards arc. Layout 12 combined arc units as shown in figure B. Mark a 1/4 inch in from tips of shape A. So that's these ones right here. I have to mark out those little spots right there, those little 4 ones there. Okay. To pin and sew shape A to combined arc units. So we're going to have to put one on either side. Okay, so what if we'll build, you know, another side over here at least, or there, and see how it goes. Pin and sew 4 square D shapes together to form, okay, 4 patches, but we're doing it the different way. Hopefully it'll be okay. If not, I'll be crying and having some Y seams to deal with. Yeah, why not? You only live once. Okay, now I feel like I should have come down a little closer on one seam there because there's a tiny little hole in there. Not sure I like that. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe I gotta come closer. Gotta come a little closer to the marking spot. All right, hold on, let's come a little closer. All right. You have an ankle tattoo, Pat? That's nice. Cause say you only live once. And when I asked Pop, well, the second time. First time I was too much of a rebel. And he just said, don't get it anywhere that's visible where people can see it all the time. I'm like, okay, done by me. So, all right, so that's kind of cute. That's one little piece. I like that. See, I didn't tell him until afterwards, Diana, 57. And he's like, I'm never letting you go out with Kimberly again. Oh, you go, Sandra. All right, so let's build at least like another 2 or 3. At least make one little bit. What do you think? Let's try for that. Okay, so let's just leave that there. Leave that sitting there. We'll grab our other little piecey bob here. Try not to pick something that's actually in the center. So we'll do this one on this side and this one on that side. And there we go. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. It looks beautiful. All right, now back to building the parts. Okay, so that was 4 E's. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 F's. But it goes with the curve to the inside. Okay, there. Do, 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 do. Okay. Dinner's smelling good. I think I got that there because it's the curve on the out or straight on the out. Straight's on the out. Okay, get this right. Oh, that one's too shy. Didn't have his little other nubby on it. Another back part nub. That's not right either. Oh, no. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we can move another one of those. Okay, I think I got it sorted. He's not big enough. He's big enough. Is he the right side? Yes, he is. Okay. But he's not big enough. Missed some on the cutting there. Some are a wee bit shy. All right, so let's do this piece first. Let's do this, and this, and this, and this. Okay. Right. Okay, it was a flat side. There we go. Had them turned around there. The curved edge goes on the outside of the F's. The little angled edge there. Okay, there we go. That's that one. Hello from Portugal. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Portugal, Maria. I appreciate that. Thanks for translating that, Pop. Yes, we are. We will always take the Deborah Davidson for the charity. Always take the 5-inch 9-patch square. You're gonna take 9 5-inch squares and make a 9-patch out of it. And yes, we will always take it. I love doing stuff for charity. I will always do stuff for charity. I've already done a whole 9-patch quilt by myself. So I love. Bring them on. Bring them on. What are you doing under there? He's causing trouble. I will never ever stop doing charity stuff. So Let's just put it that way. Never ever. All right, so 2 E's and then an E and an F. So I can see how you can do that with chain piecing. You know what I mean? Just make sure you don't get things confoozled. And you got your right sides together. What are you doing, Mr. Man? He sees the wire hanging down. Mr. Clive. And I don't know where Sophie, I think Sophie's keeping Pop company, actually. Is she with you, Pop? She must be. She's not out here. Not where I can see her anyways. Okay, so there's those two. And then there was this one. And this one. Okay, so we'll sew those two sides together and that will finish that side up. And then we just have one more seam. And I'm sure if you had this all planned out and you're only using a couple of colors and, you know, or you were using just even a solid piece and you can cut all the pieces the same color. I've seen that before too. Instead of using scrappy bits, you could make them all green and you just sew them all together. So, I mean, there's many different choices. Yeah, Sophie's curled up in her chair. We were playing with her outside earlier and then she's getting all the fresh air, so. Yes, we were outside for about 3 hours this morning, about 2.5 hours this morning. And we do need to give the plants a water, and we'll do that right after the live stream because I don't think we're in for any more moisture today or tomorrow. So we do need to give them good old soaking and go from there. All right, so that's beautiful. I like that one. That goes around that piece right there. Let's press those seams open. Actually, you know what? I'll build this one first, and then we'll press those seams open. So let's put that one off to the side, and now I'll plan the underside of that. Let's plan this side here. Curve to the outside, curve to the outside, and the rest in between. With the small of the curve to the melon. Okay, here I like those two together. There we go. I try to pick fun fabrics for Pop's godparents, so they would like the quilt and think it was fun and, you know, hopefully treasure it. You know, it wasn't anything too boring. You know, it had some color to it and had some fun to it. So I picked some solids and some patterns, and I had a lot of stuff with little tiny floral stuff on it, like these little bits, you know, so why not use those? It was, and some were too mixy-matchy for like the solid green or the, you know, the green quilt we were working on or whatever. So some got ixnayed. Sophie's tired. Yes, she is. Okay, so there's our two center bits, and we got our two side bits. Remember, the curves go down towards the melon. Okay. Yeah, I got some last weekend when we were picking up some of the flowers, or some peas. We got some peas and some beets. Peas, beets, and onions. That's what we picked up. Peas, beets, and onions for the garden because we didn't grow those. Or we did grow some beets, but Clive was eating the tender shoots of it or something for some particular reason. He liked them. Anyway, so we picked up some of those. So we put all those in the ground today too. And I was given 2 tulip plants in their little pot for free because, you know, tulips are on their way out here. So I thought that was really nice. So we'll have to put those in the ground come fall. All right, so that's the other arch. Now I'm going to plan the other side of them, okay? And I will add the D. I just want to know what I'm doing on both sides first before I go and pick the D's because I have the colors here. So let's plan the other side of these arches. And oh, sorry, buddy. You sure you really want to nap there? That may not be the best spot for you. All right, so here's another E. And an E, and an E, and here we'll put an E over there because that color is over here already, so we'll stick it over here, and we can have that tulle over there because we already got the tulle over there, and I like this purple, It's not over here, nor is this green. Actually, put this over there. And that's the thing about Scrappy. You really kind of have to, you know, somewhat plan it out a bit. You can't just start slapping things here, there, and everywhere. It's not going to look good. So you need to make your 4 of your E's. Oh, is that shy? Oh, that got the little nub. Should be all right. And then I need my 2 F's on either side. Okay, so that's that. And remember, it's flat side in, curved side out. So I can do that over here, but then that makes that opposite over there. Does it really going to matter at that point? Probably. It'll irritate me. So let's move. It doesn't take much. All right. There we go. And let's see. That goes that way. Let's mix and match these guys here. So red's not so close to red. Okay, there we go. So that's that one. Now I just need to find a little bits to the bottom one here. So, oops. There we go. Or I can go that side because it doesn't really matter. There we go. It's that one. And this one. Okay, perfect. There we go. So those 2 planned, and let's do those. Right, so 4 and there we go. Oh, you sick of the rain? We've had some nice weather here, at least for the past couple of days. I mean, we did need the rain yesterday, so it got really green overnight, and the trees are like, it's so different from just like 2 weeks ago. It's amazing. So different. And it looks so pretty. I keep saying, it's about time. Just want to enjoy it. That's why I was excited for Munchkin to finish pressure washing the deck, because then I can set my hammock up. So when I get back from crossing guard, I can take a little siesta. Or before afternoon crossing guard, take a little siesta. I got an Easter basket? What are you talking about? What's going on here? Oh, where's my other little piece? There it is. It's like, where are you going? All right, so there and there, and there and there. Do. Yes, very excited about our plants. We like to grow things. We still have raspberries in the freezer from last year, and we've made a few things. I've made some tarts, and I've made a raspberry pie, and I've, you know, caramelized some up, or not caramelized, sweetened some up as like a raspberry sauce for ice cream, and a lemon cake, and, you know, and we still have like 2 bags of raspberries. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Here and here. I'll press those afterwards. I just want to put them around the shape right at the moment. Okay. And this one here. We'll do that piece there. I know we usually do a lot of cutting on today, but I tried to do a little bit ahead of time just because Munchkin was helping me with the cutter, and like I said, my shoulder is still a little sore, so I want to give it a good chance to heal before I go all crazy. I've got a few quilts in the quilt shop I got to do this week, so slow and steady wins the race. Just want to take her easy. But I'm really liking the way this is coming together. I was a little confused at first. I even said to Papa I was a little bit nervous. I'm not sure why, but I was. You know, because my tummy was doing a little flippy floppy for some particular reason. But you know, I'm just happy with the way things have turned out. Did I put that on the wrong side? Oh no, I didn't. It was just upside down. Woohoo! It's all good. I think sometimes when if I know this quilt is going for somebody, then that kind of makes me a little bit nervous in the beginning. And I thought, you know what, no matter what, Pop's godparents are going to love it, and the fact that I thought of them, and they, you know, I know they're very, very busy with their little grandbabies, and so I doubt they watch, so that'll even be more of a surprise when it just kind of just shows up, or we deliver it. So, as much as Auntie Julie was very much surprised, so, you know, I love that. I know they're busy with their life. They don't always have to watch what I got going on. So, all right, so that's their two sides done there. I'm thinking I might as well build out the last one before I press all the seams open, right? Strawberry, oh, strawberry rhubarb. Is that, you meant pudding cake? Is that a pudding cake or pudding? 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 Pudding or pudding? We don't have a rhubarb patch here, but from my friend Brittany up the road, I'm more than welcome to take her. She's got, is it heirloom rhubarb? She was very specific that it's been like around for a very, very, very long time. And that piece of property that she's on is from 1868 or something like that, or 1886 or whatever. And it's been there the whole time, growing and growing and growing each year. So, making you so hungry. I love rhubarb. Rhubarb strawberry jam is my favorite. Why are you hiding under here, buddy? That's not a napping spot. Okay, let's get our couple of more E's that we got going on here. Here, I'll put this on the outside. And this one on the outside. And the solids are easy to play with because you can flip and flop as long as they're solid on both sides. Okay, so there's that one. And there's, here, let's do this and this. And I hope people try this wedding ring quilt, you know, and if you want to try this, but you want me to cut it, I will happily cut your fabric. You just got to tell me what you want. Just, you know, mail it to me, we'll mail it back, and I will get it all cut for you. I'm sure we can work something out. I like that. Actually, I'm going to switch this over to here. There we go. There we go. Oh, I like that little red or yellow against that, or orange. Get your colors right, Bim Bob. Against that goldie with the blue there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is half the fun, is planning this out. Just so exciting. Okay, there we go. And like I said, if you wanted to keep all your outside bits white and all your little bits in here colored and in here colored, and then, you know, you got your squares black, and then this is like another color or gray, that would still look pretty darn cool, I think. So there's lots of options and ways to go about things. You just got to look at it a little bit differently. Okay, I like that there. And what about that one? Oh, no, that's not the right side for that one. I like that one. Let's get another one for that one. There we go. Do I want those two greens together, though? Is it really going to bother me that much? I don't know. Let's think about it now. While I have the chance, is it going to bother me that much? Yes, it is. So let's move that over there. There we go. Aw, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. Isn't crossing guard so lovely? The past week has been beautiful. I was like, bring it on. Working on my tan. I didn't like it when we got rained on the other day, though. It was kind of like, oh. What was that, Tuesday? Tuesday just bored. Oh, Pat had to go. Bye, Pat. Come to visit you in a couple, get a couple rhubarb. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Where'd Pat have to go? She had to leave? Sure. Oh, bye to church. Hello, Veronica. I don't think I've seen you around here. Where you bum? What you doing? I'm liking this. I'm liking how this is coming together. So, because the whole, You don't tan? I've got 2 shades. I've got like white and extra crispy. So, you know, I don't do too bad on my face and here and my arms, but the rest just burns. Yeah, the kids are very excited. It's like, what, 6 weeks left? You know, that's it. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. All right, so let's gonna put this one together here, and then I'll press all the seams open on the 6 pieces that I'm gonna have, and then I'll start pinning and sewing, okay? So, and we'll work it. I have one young man. He lives across when I cross in the morning is on the other opposite side of the school. Anyways, he was so excited he gets to walk by himself this year, but unfortunately his mom still has to come because his younger sister is starting. But he's finally at that age where he gets to walk by himself. He's like, oh, I said, but you know what? Next year, buddy, you get to walk. You and your sister get to go together, and you'll be in charge of, you know, of making sure she gets to school and everything. And he's like, yeah, I guess so. He's funny. His name's Dom. Mr. Dominic. He's hilarious. He's got 2 younger sisters, and that's a big responsibility. Because, yeah, my dad keeps telling me. Which just makes me laugh even more. Hey, they're teaching them right, you know. You got, especially if you got younger sisters, it's your responsibility to look after them, right? So, it's the way it should be. All right. This really, you know, once you get into the groove of things, this really comes together. Sounds good, Angel. Bye. Oh, an angel food. Oh, yeah. Hello, Dee. Hello, Sherry. From Alabama. 9 days there till school's out? Wow. No, we got like 6 weeks yet. But we are on a short summer, though. It's the shortest ever for record history. So we're only at 8 weeks instead of 9, 8.5, 9.25. That's what they've been for the past few years. So this is the shortest summer ever. So it's going to go past like that. Who wouldn't look after you? I'd look after you, Diane. Hello, Rowena. I wish you would do some more cooking videos sometimes. Not that I don't love quilting. We are more than willing to. I think we were going to do something at Easter, but I didn't quite know what to do. What was it? What was it? Chicken curry or butter chicken or something like that was but literally you cut up the chicken, you fry it, and then you add the sauce and wait. I mean, there's nothing really more exciting than that. But I think if we make a pie, what's everybody's favorite pie? I like lemon meringue. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, there's quite a few days here. So I know the kids are very excited though. Very, very excited. The weather's getting very nice. It's chilly in the morning though, so it's kind of hard sometimes to dress them because it gets so warm in the afternoon. And you don't want to send them with too many clothes because then they just leave stuff at school or on the bus. So, but I got a couple of my bus drivers, they got the countdown going on. I have one, I've been with him, like, you know, crossing guard as one of his, you know, he's been one of my bus drivers since I've been there. And I think he's retiring this year, so it'd be kind of sad to see him go. He was a good guy. He kept a strict bus, you know. No hands barred sort of thing. No bullying, no pushing, no shoving, no back talking, no nothing. So, strawberry rhubarb pie and jam. That sounds good, Pam. We just may have to do that. Now the question is Pam Baker willing to come on camera with me and make rhubarb strawberry pie? Have a little guest in the quilt shop. Cheesecake? Oh, I'm kind of all over the cheesecake. Okay, I want to press these seams open, but I don't want to get confused where I have pieces. So I'm going to take over here to the right first, press those 2 open. So don't mind me. I'm right here. I'm not ignoring you. I would like some of the snack you got going on, so, please share. And unfortunately, I have a silly rash underneath my left arm, all the way from armpit to the one side to the other, and that's why I chose to wear a dress today. So excuse me for my flabby chicken arms. So that's why I chose it, because I didn't want anything rubbing underneath. For the past couple of days, it's just been getting worse and worse. So I did put some Gold Bond. That helps with moisture, because I think it was moisture, because we were, working outside so much, Munchkin and I, all week with, shoveling and the posts for the driveway and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I don't know. Pop tried to put some polysporin on it this morning for me. He's like, "Where'd you get that?" I go, "I don't know. I'm just growing things." Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. All right, so this one here, press and open. But we would happily do another show. Happily. Maybe we'll take a break with the cooking show in between the double wedding ring, because we know it's going to take a couple extra shows. So, if you guys are okay with that, maybe after 2 shows, this one, next one, then we'll do the, 1 and 2 weeks from now, we'll do a cooking show. Good excuse for me to clean up the kitchen. I mean, like, really clean up the kitchen, like wipe down cabinets and stuff. All right. Like to do some, summer fruit pies or something, or the cheesecake, or like what do you call those? Not the flanges, where they got all those layers, like the layers of the cookies and the cream and the fruit and the cookies and the cream and the fruit and those ones. Chicken pot pie. I love me chicken pot pie. All right, there's those two. All right, now we'll take these two and we'll press those two open. Yeah. I don't mind taking a break from quilting. That seems a little small, so we'll just press that to the side. Do. All right. Come here, you. This does not want to split open here. Ow. Hot. All right, you are what you are. Okay, there and there. I like those bright colors together. And then these two. Be right back, dogs. Pseudo-creme is the best. Put it on there. Oh. Yeah, because we better specific there what we were talking about between the pies and the rash under my arm. Just makes moving all sorts of difficult and annoyingness, All right. Okay, now we're going to sew some of those together. Now that I have those picked out, I think I'm going to move this over a bit here. Okay, move our little block over this. That's one of my blocks for like I said, for the little dolly quilt. Very excited about that. I think it's quite cute and adorable. I think it's a great idea. Okay, so I'm going to put that one up there because I like that orange over in that section. And I think we're going to get something nice and bright and wild over here. Let's do this guy. Let's do that guy. Yeah, liking that. And then we'll do that guy over there. And take a purple over here. And no, I don't want that blue because the blue's over there. And we do that green over there. Oh, we need one more over here. Let's do this funky color here. There we go. I think that's looking really cute. Okay, we'll build some more out and we'll sew some together. And yeah, we'll see how we're coming along. Oh, I'm very excited. Very excited. And I'm glad you guys are here on this little journey with me of learning how to do this double wedding ring. And thank you, Robin. Thank you very, very much for making sure this went on as a show and not some sort of, what's going on here? Oh, what's going on? Da, da, da. What is the pattern on the quilt on the wall near the cross is called? I love that. That's the small half hexie. Hold on, I'll show you the little ruler. My friend Jo Marie, who lives in Fergus, Alora, she lent me these two rulers. I came out and had lunch with her. And yeah, and she gave me the small one, which is a 5. No, she didn't give me. Sorry, lent me a 5-inch, and then this one is a 10-inch. Okay, so 5-inch squares you can use with this one, and 10-inch squares you can use with this one. To flip and flop, fold it in half, whatever you want to do, bibbity bobbity. Make 3 little cuts, and you're good to go. Yeah, it was, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I had another idea for those, and she's been back since. So I said, if you don't mind if I hold on to them? She was okay with that. So, because I have another project idea. It's not like I'm running away. She knows where I am. To the rescue. All right, no, that one there. Robin to the rescue. She's going to make her little super cape. I'm going to send it to her. Oh, bye, Sue. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Take care. Enjoy yourself. Da-da-na-na-na-na. Enjoy yourself. Life is short. You better enjoy yourself, or someone else will. I don't know. I'm just making that stuff up. I had a good song going on in the garden today. The boys were laughing. I forgot it, though. I think I had a little bit too much sun. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? We are having ground beef with tomato sauce and mushrooms. Oh, kibbity bobbity together with some Italian seasoning. And we're going to put that on some toast. So that's what's for dinner tonight. Something fun and exciting. And easy. And you can cook while we're talking. Bye, Sue. The wedding ring is looking fantastic, and so look forward to seeing the finish. Aw, thank you, Sue. I hope you do. We got KFC chicken. I haven't had KFC chicken in a long time. Actually, we have a place out here called Maple Lodge Chicken, and though it's about a 45-minute drive, it is well worth their fried chicken. It is the best. I think they have to do that next weekend. I've been missing it. Salisbury steak. Ooh, yeah. Oh, rhubarb Chris. I'm going to Veronica's house later. Must be fried chicken day. Life is straight. Yeah, exactly. Chili dogs and tater tots. Geez, I haven't had tater tots in forever. Oh my gosh. All right. I want to press these 3 that I just put the little additions of the D on, right? And then I will mark each 1/4 inch of these 3 melons that I have left over, and then we will pin and sew. So I'm going to sew, just press these guys here with their addition of the D. Steak and egg buddies sandwich. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oops. Come here, you. All right. Make sure I didn't have all these mixed up here now. I think I put that one there, didn't I? Nope, he was over here. He was over here. And he was over here. Yes, there we go. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay, one moment. Quick little potty break. And I'm just going to refill my water. So, 1 second. I really do like how it's coming along. It really is looking really quite lovely. That makes a nice little placemat too, if you really want to go all crazy. But yeah. Good. Good guy. Great week. Big hugs. You know what, Angie? I think you're right there. Could be. He kind of knows where he's going. He's been there enough times with Pop and I, so that's actually not a bad idea. We could plan that out. Okay. Finding the halfie here, which should be that seam, which I just wanted to make sure I was. Lining it up with the tiniest little arch on that melon. Splitting my little seam right there and putting a pin in, and then I'm going to do each corner as well. I should have probably marked. This one does too. 1/4 inch on either side of these melons. Okay. They're calling them melons. That's what I've heard them called as, so that's what I'm calling them, so it's easy to reference what it is. It's that little melony shaped piece. Okay, might as well do these guys right here. Just eyeballing it. I think I know after all these years what a 1/4 inch seam, or what a 1/4 inch looks like, but, you know, then again, I might surprise myself. He seems a little short on that side, actually. We may have to grab another buddy. Yeah, he is. He's too short. Aw, he missed the tip. Aw, snaggles. All right, well, I guess you'll just have to be that one then. Now, won't ya? Bye, Denise. Sounds back. Oh, did it go by? Did it go bye-bye? It shouldn't have gone bye-bye. I didn't turn it off. Okay, all right, those are marked. Just gonna go that one. This one's gonna go over this one. Okay, all right. All right, let's grab a couple of pins here. And I wanna make sure I'm coming from this little pin to the end of F here. Not necessarily into D, but that little seam that goes in between D and F, okay? That should pretty much line me up where I need to be. So I'm coming around the corner with this arch. Okay, I'm just pinning it. As I'm coming around. Okay. Ow. Don't poke yourself. They don't like that. Okay, coming in between the seam of where that F and D are, and then right at my little pin point. Okay, and then I'm going to come straight down. And then I'm going to work my little 2 other little seams right along that arch. I know it's hard to show the small camera, I apologize, but thank goodness Pop came to show what I had going on here. Oops. Move that up. Okay, and then this one here. And then we're going to sew that little arch. And then we're going to do that for all of them, okay? It's a little tedious pinning, but you know what? I'd rather have the tedious pinning than making a mess. So we'll do the same thing. We're finding the center part on our arch, which is that little seam right here. And then I'm going to line it up with that little notch right there. Splitting the seams or pressing to one side, whatever makes it easier for you. I did read in several places that they were saying pressing open was easier. So I've chosen to do that on most of them. There's some that were just too small and they couldn't. I apologize for the little bit of dirt underneath my fingernails there. We were digging in the garden. So I did try and wash my hands several times before the shoot. Okay, line that up, making sure it's coming up all the way to that edge there and then just coming straight down, hopefully pinning that in place. And then working those other fabrics where they need to be. Okay, in between the F and the D, meeting up with the pin and coming straight down. Okay, there we go. And then just moving that arch around on that curve, making the pin, or making the pins fit. What are you doing, Mr. Clive? Trying to get everybody's attention? Okay. And you're gonna have to do some wiggling and woggling. Don't shove the pin right in your finger. That hurts. But you'll have to maneuver it somehow. Come here, you. Some things just don't want to cooperate. Usually means Mr. Clive's involved. I'm beating him. I know what I'm gonna be eating. Okay, and that's how we're working it. I know it's a little bit tedious and tiresome, but it will get done and it'll look good. So always gonna take that little extra time. Okay, and work it in. It's all in how you work it. Bump, bump, on and up. Pop just never knows what's going to go on around here. Okay, so there's those two seams, and we'll sew those, okay? Hello, Ali Boker. Welcome to the chat. All right, so we're going to go right about here and work our way around and work our way around. And the Blazing Star is really coming along on our Patreon channel. We do the videos for them. It's with the $10 or plus more, you know. That's up to you. Of helping out the quilt shop and what we do charity-wise and so on and so forth, and your appreciation for our channel. So been working a lot on that, and it's coming together fantastically. I'm getting very, very excited towards the end part of seeing this Blazing Star quilt come together. Okay, so there we go. There's one piece. We got to press that, but there's one piece. Okay. All right, that was up there, right? That was up that one. Must be because that one's over there. All right, let's do this one here, and then we'll press them afterwards. Okay. Happy everybody's here. Is anybody else doing a garden this year? Our main focus is cucumbers because we like making our own pickles and we like cucumbers. Cucumbers are awesome. Tomatoes, of course. Carrots and beets and peas. And we did do Brussels sprouts, and we learned from last year's Brussels sprouts. We only had about enough to do, I think, just turkey dinner. That was about it. That's all the Brussels sprouts we got off of that. But this year we've learned, and we're going to try something different. And what else was there? some peas, the snap peas, the ones you can eat the outside and the inside, you know, those ones. Those are my favorite. We're not going to do any beans because we have lots of beans left over from last year. And, of course, the raspberry bush and the strawberry bushes. And I think that's pretty much it. We were going to think of, because we have a couple of beds empty, I may go back to our local country crops here, garden center, and see what else they may have that we are interested in growing. Because I don't want to do too many tomatoes. We have like about 10. So that should be more than enough for what we need going on for tomatoes. So that seems a little bit too snug going around this corner here. Robin's amazing. I love Robin. She's very friendly. She's got lots of sorts of projects going on. She gives lots of tips and hints on, you know, how to do things differently. If you want, you could do it this way, you could do it that way. You know, it really opens up your possibilities in your mind of what you can actually do. So I think it's amazing. Pop and I really do love Robin. In fact, when she says bye everyone at the end of her video, which was earlier, both him and I were here like, bye. It was kind of funny. We're like, bye, Robin. See you later. We're like family now. I made your Camden bowl a while back. I keep it on my coffee table. My 2-year-old grandson loves to use it as a hat. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. I love the Camden bowl is one of my favorites, and we'll do something, you know, different again, maybe for around Christmas time or something like that. Make like a Camden Christmas basket or whatever. We'll figure something out. How can you not? How can you not talk to the camera, right? It's just so easy to. All right, pinning these up where they need to pin like I did the other ones. I just didn't do the third one there. I'm trying to wiggle my area of fabric, that little small arch of the curvature that I was doing with the colored fabrics onto the curvature in the outer curve of the melon. And making sure it's all a-okay lined up. TV, dogs, fabric, and it don't matter. Can you? I certainly can. Are you part of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop Mafia group? I could happily put some pictures out there. We can take some after. We need to do a water after the show, so that's what we were gonna do. So I could definitely take some pictures there and put them on the Mafia Quilt Shop group on the Facebook page. I'll show you pictures of our garden and the above bed gardens that we have built. We built everything that we grow in. The soil here is very sandy and rocky, and it's not at all for growing. And it's more rocky than anything else. It's, you know, even as we were digging the post holes in the garden, in the driveway, there was lots and lots of little rocks coming up. In fact, we had to stop it a couple times to dig out a couple of big rocks. So it was a bit of a pain, but we got her done. I just wish I hadn't hurt myself on the second hole. And I am a master of disaster, klutz, you know, you name it, it's going to happen. It's who I am, and I know it. And I have really the best of intentions, but I will eventually end up messing it. It's just who I am. Bye, Pam. Date dinner night. Woohoo. You go, girl. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. All right, so that's that one. All right, now we need to press those three that we just did. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3. I'm trying not to get them mixed up here. Mr. Clive keeps hanging out by my feet. He's hanging out on that lower shelf. He loves that lower shelf now. I'm loving how this is turning out. You can not even have to do a whole wedding ring quilt. You can just do a pretty little wall hanging, you know. Put 4 or 6 of them together and, you know, you can still honor somebody with the double wedding ring sort of theme idea, but not necessarily having the whole... Here, that was going to go that way. And that was, yeah. But you could still, you know, like I say, get that old-fashioned pattern in there. Okay, now I'm going to sew the underparts onto these as well, okay? Lining up the halfway point. My curves are actually pretty darn good. I'm kind of happy how this is coming together, actually. So let's just pin these. I'll get some pins out over here. So we'll pin all 3 of them, okay? What? How much energy? What energy? Yeah, I go to bed and that's it. When I crash, I go to bed. But I was so up early yesterday morning with the royal wedding with my friend Mary Jo and 3 other ladies that we were, you know, I literally was like zombified most of the afternoon. I just couldn't get my stuff together. I was like brain, blah, blah. I was tired and lethargic and was like... I think because I was drinking mimosas and Caesars at like 6 in the morning. But that was part of the shindig you had to do. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. All in the name of the love for your friends. And she wants to celebrate the wedding. Like I said, we don't have cable television. I didn't even know they were getting married until Helly actually said something in a live chat like months and months ago. And then I'm like, okay, who is this person then? She says, oh, she's on Suits. And I'm like, okay, now I got to watch this series of Suits. Like, what's going on here? I thought she was actually Canadian. I was actually kind of sad, but that's okay. Not saying, you know, just because they filmed the show here. So I actually thought they were Canadian. She was Canadian, but you know, I like it that she feels like she's an honorary Canadian. And I thought it was a very beautiful ceremony. I did tear up when she was walking down the aisle with that beautiful lady who was singing the song, and that was about it. But you can tell they truly have a love for each other, which is very nice to know and to see. You know, that's all you ever want for people is to know love. You know, clearly she's set for life. So, but you know, it's all you ever want for anybody. It's just to know love. Or is that just me? I'm sure it's not just me. All right, I'm just splitting those seams, putting the pins in all the way around on the curvature. And I'm going to pin all 3 of them first and then sew all 3 of them, okay? Well, I know it was recorded, but like I said, we don't have cable television, but obviously she had it, and it was going on since like 4:30 in the morning, our time here, Eastern, and I got to her house just before 6 a.m. It was probably about 5:45 when Pop dropped me off. It's not very far. I could have wandered, but it was raining. I was going to take my bike, but it was raining. So he dropped me off, and then I knew I had a customer and a sewing student in the morning, so I thought I'd be home, and then I realized I looked at my clock, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then thank goodness Pop texted me because I got away with the fairies again with what was going on the TV and what we were talking about. So thank goodness he said, hey, are you staggering home or do you need a ride? I'm like, a ride, please. It's not that I was staggering anywhere. Exactly, happy and healthy, and apparently they're going to have babies right away. Well, good on them. She's 36 years old. As far as I'm concerned, they should have probably been started before they got married, but whatever. That's bad, apparently. Nonetheless, it's good for them. Good for them. I think they'll make a cute and adorable little babies. I really do. And I really was actually kind of annoyed that they focused so much on her previous marriage and the fact that she's biracial or whatever. So am I. I'm Canadian in English. There we go. Oh no. Woo. Whoopee-doo. Sorry. I don't know. It annoyed me. I'm like, let them just get married for Pete's sakes. Why do you got to kind of keep bringing up all that stuff? Let them just be two happy people. I don't know. I was annoyed by that. And then as much as I love the preacher from Chicago. He was hilarious. 14-minute sermon. He seemed like he got a little off track at about 8 to 10 minutes, but then he kind of got back on track at about 12 minutes. He was entertaining, though, I have to say. I really, really, really enjoyed him. He was very fun. Yeah, it was on live on TV. Yeah. Well, it was here anyways. There's all the pomp and circumstance beforehand too, and so on and so forth. But I love the fascinators. The hats are beautiful. What they were wearing, and I came in, I think, when Serena Williams had just arrived or whatever. So, and she looked beautiful. I know that there was a theme for the day, was that pinky gray color. It seemed a lot of people were wearing that. So that was definitely the color for the day. Well, I'm sure you're going to be able to see it many, many times over. That's for sure. There'll be lots of highlights on YouTube for sure. But like I said, she really wanted to enjoy it with her friends, and I was more than willing to, stand beside her and cheer these people on. So, like I said, Harry and William, since Diana passed away, they're kind of like all of our kids. You know what I mean? We love Diana so much, we just kind of adopted those two as our own and watched over them. So to see them often get married, it's kind of like, oh, little kids growing up. It's awesome. I love it. Hello, Ellen. Happy you're here. We're just working on the double wedding ring. Not a single wedding ring. Is there a single? Like, what's the difference between a double and a single? Now I'm curious now. Why? Did that not line up where it was supposed to? No, that did not. No. So for some reason, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got off track on this one for some reason. Hold on. I need to seam rip. Oh no, I need to seam rip. I like the, yeah, wasn't that hilarious? Oh my gosh, their little eyes were popping up. But I did think the Queen looked beautiful. Philip is going to be 97 next week. Like, are you kidding me? He looks amazing for 97. Obviously, they're eating something right. And the Queen is 92. So, and I think the fact that they got married on Victoria's birthday weekend just goes to show you, I don't know. I just thought it was really kind of cute. And it's definitely a new age marriage, which is what you would expect from princes of this age. You know what I mean? So it's not the same old rigmarole hoopla that was before. Hello, Teresa. Single use, one shape instead of the little pieces. So these would be solid. Those on either side would be solid stuff with the color in the center. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I had no idea. I was just thinking about, well, like, why do they call it a double? Is it like a double-double? It's got 2 creams, 2 sugars? Just kidding. That's a Tim Hortons joke. By the way, I don't like Tim Hortons. I make my best. I make the tea the best. All right, move this over. For some reason, I had the pink a little shy, and now I had to move everybody over a bit because they looked like it was getting too squished in on the end there. So, need to shift everybody down a little bit and do some repinning. Aw, thank you, Teresa. I'm very glad you can join us live today. Hopefully the tutorials have helped you in some manner. We appreciate you watching. We really, really do. Thank you very much. And we're happy you're here. Like I said, I did a little boo-boo. For some reason, my F piece wasn't meeting up to my B piece where I needed to put my little dot to mark the center, the 1/4 inch. So need to do that again and then shift everybody down the line here and reposition so it's lined up a bit better. So, because that's just going way too smoothly. and realized I was a piece short. So, all right, so shift that over, put another pin in. Do. Okay, thanks, Steph. I appreciate your help. You and Robin are like saving the day here today. Superhero Steph and Robin tonight at 7. No, I'm kidding. Steph and Robin, Steph and Robin. Got your own theme song. Probably shouldn't have had that piece of brownie before the show. Oh well. It is what it is. You're stuck with me. Alright, just working that a little bit better. Around the arch. Okay, pulling the pins out as we go. Alright, okay. Alright, now, if that pressed, those two should go together just fine. Alright, so let's do those two. I think I just realized I may have that orange on backwards. But you know what? I kind of like it just the way it is. I like it just the way it is. Come on. Turn you, fabric. Okay. What are you doing, Mr. Clive? It's like loving my foot underneath there. What are you doing? Nope. We got to get work done here. It's not time to cuddle with Mr. Clive. It's time. No, it's time to work. It's like that never happens around here. What are you talking about, lady? Work is just a state of mind, right? Aw, bye, Deb. Or D-Leb. Sorry, there we go. Thank you very much for coming. I found free patterns and templates. Yay, goody, woo! Share if you want. That's up to you, but you don't have to if you don't want to. There we go. Okay, put that one up there. And then we've got this one already pinned, and let's pin this one now too, before we get too confoozled. Awesome, Anna. It doesn't seem like it'd be too bad. This is the templates part, right? With the AccuQuilt cutter makes it so much easier to get so many done at the same time. But if I wanted to do the whole border like this up here with that pattern with the diamond to pinwheel and diamond, I'm really thinking about doing a whole border on a quilt with that. I really am. It's making me love it that much more. I think it would look so amazing to go all the way around a quilt. It would just add that little like pizzazz or jazziness or, you know, little extra that maybe it needed. You know what I mean? If it wasn't so maybe jazzy on the inside. I hope you do, Anna. I hope you do. I'd love to see. If you're not on Facebook, you can just email us or message us via the manager page of wesewit.ca, WESEWIT.ca. You can always find us there. And we much appreciate you, but hopefully this inspires you. I thought it'd be a great way to bust in the colors, stuff I didn't pull for the Scrappy Quilts per se, like the normal colored ones that we were doing, and it was to be able to save some of the stuff for this sort of quilt, right? Like the wrenches and the screwdrivers and the spanners or whatever, the little clogs and stuff. Cogs, not clogs. Clogs is shoes, silly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying something like that for sure. And that's one of the joys of the software. You can go and make the border the size you want, print out the templates, and then cut away. There you go. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Magic has happened. What you thought of is now reality, and you are now making it. Is it really 5:15 already? Oh my gosh. Why does the time fly when I'm with you guys? It just really, like, out the window flies. Okay, I'm going to press that first before I sew those two on. And I'm going to iron this one first. Sew this one first. Yeah, you could use a template. I'm sure you could use a template. I'm sure Anna said she found one with templates, so I'm sure you can. You just have to pin the template to your fabric and then cut carefully around it. 11:15 your time, cat lady? Yeah, she is over in the UK. Did you watch the wedding? It's all anybody was talking about here, that's for sure. But like I said, I thought she was Canadian, so that just, to me, I was like, oh, yay. And then I found out she was divorced. I'm like, what? What is this coming to? How did the queen say yes to the divorced one? But hey, just kidding. Obviously times change, right? It's a new time. It's a new era. I think they should have done away with the monarchy long ago, but that's just me. Do, 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 do. 4:15 in Texas. I feel like there's a song there. There's a song everywhere. I think this went this way. All right. So I was going to press these three. Oops, sorry, buddy. You keep sitting by my feet. You're going to get kicked. That's just the way it rolls, homie. All right, I'm going to press these. Okay. Woohoo, I'm very excited. I got a little bit of puckering in between some of them right here. I'm not sure why, but, you know, maybe I can quilt that out. I don't know. That's the long armer's famous last words. I quilt that out. Yes, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that will be Auntie Julie's Lone Star. I'm quilting that up. It's ready to rock. I've already done what I can do on it until we do the filming of the video. So I'm very excited to finish that off for her. I'm sure she's very excited to receive it. So it's really good. Like I said, she was very, very surprised. So that made me even more so surprised and happy that she was. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to put these little tabs together on these two right here. And then I'm going to see about getting them around on this A piece and see how that looks. And see if we can actually feel like we accomplished something today. Maybe I want to turn that one around. All right. They're part of Texas. My grandmother was Canadian. I was born in Portage la Prairie, Manitoba. But I didn't spend a lot of time there. I left when I was quite young. I moved to Calgary with my traveling family. But yeah, I have no memories of that or Winnipeg. But my eldest sister still lives in Winnipeg. My middle sister lives in Calgary with my mother and then my middle sister's all her three girls. And then my sister-in-law is in Calgary with her little one. So that's why when we go to Calgary, we got lots of family to visit. And it's where I grew up too. So I got lots of friends there too. I wouldn't say lots, but I got friends. I got friends in high and low places. This one seemed a little bit shy. Thank you, Angie. I'm hoping it turns out well. Like I said, I'm trying to make this for Pop's godparents. And they've been very nice and to me ever since I met them way back when, 20 some odd years ago. I think I actually met them before we got married because they were out for a visit when Pop and I were dating. And I think I met them then. So, they were always very nice and very welcoming and very polite and sweet and, just, wanted the best for Pop. And, that was that, right? How she ever met my Grandfather from North Carolina. You meet in the strangest places. You meet in the strangest places. I picked pop up in a grocery store in Burnaby, BC, so hey, you know. Yep. I certainly did. I have a global family. I do. And all of you guys too, because I feel like you're my big family too. So big hugs. Big, big, squishy, squishy hugs. Love every single one of you guys. You hang out with me. You want to hang out with the crazy lady? As my mother would say, nut jobby my bobby. Okay. Well, it's not perfect, but I'm learning. I'm sure as I go along, I'm going to perfect it. Okay. So now I'm going to try and add some of these onto this because right now we just have like 5 pieces. So let's try and go from left and right and then from top and bottom. So here's that one seam. And let's pin that together. Aw, thanks, Pommy Mommy. Appreciate that. We really, really do. Now I think I want to go all the way down to there. That's right. I want to go right down to the tip. Okay, I think I need to mark in the center of those little bits. Okay. I need to now mark right there and there and there and there. Okay. I think. Because it's the squares that keep them together. Hello, Christina. In Missouri. Do you go to Missouri Star Quilt Company? I was just watching Jenny Doan's fishy quilt. Literally just minutes before we were doing the live stream. And I really liked the way she did her fishy tail there. So I may have to do a new fishy quilt. So I thought she did such a really good job. I love Jenny. She's so sweet and adorable. You got to admit, she's got such a great family and they all support her and they all work and they all help out and they're cutting fabric and they're doing this and they're doing the sales. Like everybody's got a part and she's got like 12 kids and like 20 some odd grandkids and it's definitely a family business. And that's kind of really what you want when you're doing a business like that, right? You really want the family to be invested in it. I know, wasn't it, Heather? I thought it was totally adorable. I'm so going to be doing that. To me, I thought that would have made a great I Spy quilt because each fish could have been something different, right? You know, why not? No one says I Spies just have to be, you know, tumblers or squares. So, and the fabrics that she was using, the little Caribbean water batiks or whatever, I thought that was really awesome too. But, you know, we don't always have batiks up here, so I still think some nice solid and pattern prints would be really neat as well for those fishes. Yeah, I was catching up on my girls, catching up on Robin and Jenny. Yes, Jenny is awesome. And I just like that, you know, they're very so family orientated, right? Okay, well, there's one. There's one side done. Looks like some alien right now. So you're making something out of that? I don't think so. You're going to get kicked, Mr. Clive. Now, I'm hoping I'm doing this right. If not, I'm sure I will find out. Okay. Oh, I did a little stitch over the side part here. Whoopsies. Kind of folded over just a smidgy as I was coming around the edge. So, but that's like a good 1/4 inch seam that I'm going to need. So I need to pick that out. Whoops. Oh, well, I did pin, but I guess I just didn't pin well enough. It just got folded under this wee little bit here. A wee little bit. Is that even a translation of measurement? A wee little bit. Actually, I met a little young man yesterday. He's actually one of my customers. She brought her son over, and his name is Brody. Anyways, so we were talking about, you know, projects I had going on here, and I said, I have my own YouTube channel. His eyes kind of went like this, so I pulled up yesterday's video, and we were watching. His eyes are like looking at the TV, and then looking at me. He was cute. He was only maybe 4 years old. He was adorable. He did smile at Pop when Pop came by, so I thought that was cute. He's a cute little kid. Yeah, I'm just putting their family name on their cooler, so when they go to do the baseball tournaments and stuff like that this summer, whoops, slipping out of my chair, they can they know whose cooler is whose. 'Cause sometimes you get too many matchy coolers. Yeah, we did get a plastic little mat for the floor, so it does slip out from under me sometimes. I just have to make sure I'm holding on to their handles. Okay, there we go. Fix that. It was just folded over just a little bit right there, so I fixed it, ripped the seam, ripped that little stitches out, and then we'll press. Okay, and then we're going to do the opposite side, because I had that going on there, right? That was there, so this will be this side here. Find the center. I bet you if you asked her to sing, she might. Miss Ginny. I'm just crazy that way. You can't stop me from singing. I'm always singing. It's like trying to, you know, stop the water from falling, you know. It's just not gonna happen today. I pinned right side to wrong side. Good thing I found it for. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I have had those days. It's like, all right, who's the boss around here? Seam Ripper or me? It seems the Seam Ripper. Oh, Jenny's mom is Sweden? Oh, that's nice. That's cool. She's got some little international heritage in her. All right, now pinning to the other side. I'm pinning to the other side. I'm sorry we've already been 2.5 hours, but I appreciate you sticking around. It just seems to go by so fast when I'm hanging out with you guys. It really, really does. Just trying to want to get one of these done first before we call it a show for today, so we know where we're up against for the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to try and make some progress during the week, and hopefully have something a little bit more to show for next weekend and build off of that. And then if all goes well, maybe we'll do a cooking video and then another 2 more of the wedding ring, and then we'll be done it, okay? I kind of like the cooking video idea. Maybe Munchkin can partake a little bit in that too. Aw, night, Steph. Going on vacation. Well, we're going to miss you. Have a fantastic time. Enjoy yourself. Take pictures of interesting patterns you see. Share them with us. Actually, that's where my family's from. That's where my mom's mom and dad were. Well, my mom's mom was from Wales, but my mom's dad was from Scotland. So. Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't. Folded that in under. Aw, thank you, Sue. I think I did pretty good. Unfortunately, I folded under just a smidge here as I caught it, so I just want to, only want to pull those like 3 threads out and fix that little seam there. Okay, there we go. All right, that's 2 sides done. I'll show it up. I'll show it up to the camera. Now, I'm sure as I go along and I'm working on a quilt project, I find that I get better and better as I'm going. You know, when you first start off, it's not always, you know, bells and whistles and, you know, parades and so on and so forth, but you do try. You work at it and you try and you just do the best that you can. So, oh, there we go. That's the quilt blocks already for the months of May till May. Beautiful. Wow, Diana 57, you're mixed. Okay, I had that not that it really matters, but just saying I had that way. And let's do this one this way. Like that one? Do I like the purple? There we go. Let's do this one. 2 more seams and then we'll call it a show, okay? And I want to thank you very much for sticking around. I really, really appreciate it. And helping me learn how to do this double wedding ring. I'm very excited for Pop's godparents, Uncle Bob and Auntie Donna. Well, we call them Uncle Bob and Auntie Donna. You don't go and call them, hey, Godfather Bob and Godgrandma or Godmama Donna. Isn't quite how you go around saying so. We just call them Uncle. The respect deserved. So, yes, hopefully they will be very, very surprised when they get this. That is my thought. Now, I'm coming up just to the end. I'm coming to the end of F. I'm not touching D because I'm going to have to sew D together to give that little 4 patch, remember? So I'm just attaching the end of F to the end of A, which is these bits right here, okay? Grab my pins. Aw, thanks, Robin. I appreciate your patience and your help. Really, thank you very, very much. You were such a sweetheart. And if you lived closer, we'd be hanging out far more often than we probably should. But that's okay. It's allowed. We might get ourselves into a little bit of trouble, though. Just saying. Comes with the territory when you hang out with me. As Pop says, I can talk myself out of a ticket, and I have. By being honest. I was completely honest with the officer, and he just said, all right, there you go. I could have had a speeding ticket, but he didn't because I said to him, yes, I know I was speeding, and I apologize. But I really have to pee. He laughed and let me go. And then Pop was like in the side seat going, I can't believe you just got away with that. All right, now I'm putting on the 3rd side, and then it'll be the 4th side, and oh my gosh, then we look like we actually did something today. Instead of just hung out and drank water and played with the cat, right? Meow. He sure does like my lower step, that's all I have to say. He's very fond of the lower step. Okay, almost there. This side and then one more side and then we are done for today. Hopefully that's, yeah, it's all right there. Two. Don't forget to pull your pins out as you go. Some you can sew over. I mean, like if they're not in the way of the needle stitch out, I mean, you can certainly sew over them if you just put them right there just to help brace the fabric, right, next to each other. And you're lining up your notches and stuff. Should be a-okay. All right. One more. Oh, I missed a little bit there. Whoops, that's okay. It happens. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But I want to rip a little bit on the seam on either side so I can make sure I make a straight line instead of making a curve. Okay, so there's that. When you're working on curves, that sometimes happens, so don't be upset or discouraged if you're, missing every other one. It's just the way it is. Okay. So stretch that back out. Move this over here. Maybe go from the back side this time so you're catching that creamy part or whatever it is happens to be your center part and your melon part. I mean, you could have done black and white. Your melons could be black. Your centers could be white. There's so many different things to do this. I do have plans for black and white quilt and a black and white and gray quilt. So that's the reason why I didn't choose to put any of those colors in here. I had a lot of cream and of course still a lot of colors left over. So that's the reason why I chose to use the creamy tones and then all the busy colors that I have going on here. Okay, so there's the last one. Oh my gosh, this is looking awesome. I am like really pleased with this. Very cool. And that's all Bob and Don are getting. No, I'm kidding. That's all you get. One placemat. A hot pad, that's it. No, I'm kidding. They'll get more. Stir, please. Just trying to get Munchkin to stir dinner for us. He's trying to entertain the cat while we're trying to finish up here because Mr. Clive clearly wants more socialization TV time. Yep, that's him. So my kid. He's laughing over there, so it's okay. Nobody was hurt, just the lid went way off. Everybody still has their digits. All right, last little bit here, and then we're going to give it a good press, and then hold it up. And you can see what I've been doing today. And learning along in the process. So I've always tried to do that with every single project we have taken on. Learn something from it. Learn something as I'm doing it. Learn what not to do and what to do. Like what works, what doesn't work. Okay. Just a little bit more. And then it will be beautiful. Move that up a bit. It's the curves. It's the curves, I think, that set people off. It intimidates them or something, I think. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. Okay, turn that way. Oops, hold on. Did I get in under here where I shouldn't have been? Yep. Oops. Got some more green than I should have for some particular reason. Why did that go that way? Oh, it folded. Oh, the joys of curves. That's okay. We got it. Shazam. Okay, there. Let's put these two together here and let's work our way backwards. Because we know those two have to go together. Okay, now let's line this up. You get lined up there, you get lined up here. Sometimes you got to work in the opposite direction sometimes. Don't let it discourage you. Just figure out what works best and proceed. Okay, all right, there we go. Let's give this a press. Someone said circle pillow? Yeah, that's all they get. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, that's really cute. Oh my goodness. Give some heat love with the steam here on some of these little pieces here. There we go. All right. That is awesome. There we go. What do we think of that? I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. Isn't that neat? Loving it. So pretty. It's like a little kaleidoscope thing going on here. Very cool. All right, thank you everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and helping us out on Patreon. We really greatly appreciate it. And we will see you on Long Arm Wednesday when we're doing Judy Patterson's quilt. And I'm going to quilt it up with some swirly fun. All right, take care everybody. Big hugs, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Loving it.